1st Washington Monument, just outside of Boonesboro, Maryland, and right off of the Appalachian Trail. It's a great view today. Saturday, May 1st. Very first day of AT 2021. So I am beginning my hike north on the Appalachian Trail, day 1, Saturday, May 1st, and I'm not sure if this is one of a brand new blowdowns, because we did have very, very high winds yesterday. There's some people that just climbed over there. I'm debating about going this way, so we'll see how it goes and I'll check back in. Okay, so that's the blowdown number 1 all through it. It's pretty easy going around the way that I was doing it. So pretty sad, missing my bunnies already, grandkids. But this was the day that I committed to starting. We had fun this morning. We started off in Harpers Ferry and we did a junior ranger project with my grandkids. And then we saw Gathland State Park, Gathton. We hiked a little bit of the Appalachian Trail with my grandkids and my daughter. And then we drove up to the Washington Monument just outside of Boonesboro, Maryland. And we took a bunch of pictures. But my poor grandson's not feeling very well. He might have ate something that's not agreeing with him, so my thoughts are with him. And then they set me off heading north on the trail. And they're traveling safely back home. So the plan is to go about 5 miles, because it is after 3 o'clock already, and stay near one of the shelters. There is supposed to be water there. I do have about 2.5 liters of water with me, so doing good there. I cameled up earlier with some Hydrate Recover. We stopped and had a delicious pizza, and so I don't really there's my blaze. I don't really think I'm gonna be cooking tonight. I'll probably just eating some protein meals. So not camp. Seen a lot of day hikers. Anybody else? I'll let you go because someone's coming. So I just went over that one. That's, I believe, blowdown number 3. So like I said, I really haven't seen too many through hikers. I've seen a lot of section day hikers. It is a Saturday. At the hotel where we stayed, there was at least one other person, but she was planning on actually starting right there at Harpers Ferry, and that was my original plan. But I had my grandkids, my daughter with me, and we decided to make a day of it because yesterday on our way up here was very windy, very stormy, very cold. It was actually 43 degrees this morning, and it was raining. And the route that we were taking up to the Washington Monument actually had a tree blow down right over it. So we figured divine intervention has won, and we decided to make our journey to the hotel and get a good night's rest and start all of our activities for today, and make a little slight adjustment 2 I start, so that means at the back end I would not be finishing up in Harpers Ferry, but actually be finishing up at Washington's Monument just outside of Boonesboro. And that's fine. It's no big deal. Actually makes a little bit more sense because of where the water sources are and camping sources. I was going to actually have to do about an 8-mile day today in order to get to where I needed to for camping and water. So 5 versus 8. But the thing is I just looked at how many miles we've already done, and I'm almost at 2 miles with just all of our activities today. So I guess it really didn't matter all that much. So a lot of that trail, like I said, I've already hiked with my daughter and my grandkids. So I'll actually be doing it over at the end. But that's okay, because it was well worth the time spent with my daughter and my grandkids. Alright, so I'm going to get off here because we have a lot of obstacles as we go. Okay, I am now coming up to my first road crossing. There's the trail on the other side. A bunch of people are parking. There's another car around that corner. So, Boonesboro Mountain Road right there. And it looks clear. So, that's my first crossing. So, I just met a couple of people, probably one of these vehicles that's down here. And they said that I might not want to camp at that shelter because it's actually the second road crossing that I'll be coming to here in a little bit. And that shelter, when I checked it a little while ago, was only 1.5 miles away. It's just 4 o'clock now. And then there's a tent site. That's a little bit past that. And they recommend going there because it's, I believe, where Annapolis Rocks is. And they said it's a great sunrise. So, we'll see. I need to check the weather, see what it's going to do. Now, there's a couple of iffy days here between winds and rains. So, let me get off of here, see if I can get a signal to check that weather, and figure out where I'm going to camp at. Okay, getting ready to do my second road crossing. And this one doesn't have the trail very well marked once I get to the other side. So, yeah, get around here and then there's the trails. It's kind of interesting. Cool to have a house right here in this housing development. And on the trail. Alright, this is the very iconic scene that many people do. This is Interstate 70. And I'm about ready to go over it. Locks, those are supposed to be for people who are in love. They throw away the key forever. Combination locks are the ones that are not so sure because they can undo it. I learned that in San Antonio. Alright, there I am. Interstate 70. Okay, Pine Knob Shelter is down that way. It's about 0.2, so if I were to go to take a picture of it, because I don't plan on staying there, it'd be almost a half-mile round trip. So I'm gonna go this way to Annapolis Rocks, because that's where I plan on spending the night. Okay, there's my tent all set up. I'm in space number 5. There's a snow fence, and if you go down the trail that way, probably about 2/10 of a mile, there was a spring, so I filled up my CNOC and filtered everything. And then you can see on that one stump, I have my cook pot, my jet boil, the zip. And I just got done boiling. Ooh, wow, look at that sunset coming. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna take a picture here real quick. So it actually looks better on the video than it does on that picture that I just took. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I just got done making some couscous and some dried veggies. I've done this before, but I know it's an awful lot of food and I probably won't finish it all. But it's getting kind of cold out here. I've already got my rain jacket on. So it'll warm me up, it'll help me sleep good tonight, it'll give me energy for tomorrow. So I decided to go ahead and cook it up, and like I said, I probably won't finish it all. It'll either be lunch or maybe some dinner tomorrow or something. So I'm gonna eat some dinner. Good morning, Sunday, May 2nd, day 2 of my hike. I'm at Annapolis Rocks. Just came up from the campsite, used the privy, and decided to come actually to the rocks. It was pretty busy here last night, so I didn't ever get the view, but it is gorgeous. And as you can see, it's a little bit windy. It was pretty windy last night, and it did get pretty cold. Pretty awesome view. Should be a gorgeous day today. There's a shelter at like 6 miles and another one around 10 miles, so I'm not really sure what I'll do. I've got enough water for right now. About 2 miles up, there's another source of water. So I'll wait until that. I did just make my morning essentials breakfast with coffee, so I go back to my site and sip on that and finish tearing down. I've packed up everything except for taking down my tent, and then I'll be on my way heading north. Check in with you later. And good morning. So, as you can see, this is my campsite. I'm all packed up. Just need to grab my trekking poles, put in my backpack, and I think I'll use the privy one more time, most likely as soon as I walk out of the campsite area, and then start to getting onto the trail, heading north. Check in with you later. And good morning. It's about 9:30. I got on the trail at 8 and I already did 2 miles today. So I just got done meeting Survivor, and Maverick is one of his names. Both really nice guys. They started in Harpers Ferry about 3 days ago, and I guess they met happy, so that's cool. And they said Quicksand's in the area. I think he's a few days ahead. But they've been on the trail for 3 days already. They stayed the night at the Pine Run Shelter, I think is what it was called. They said it wasn't that great. So I'm glad I decided to choose going to Annapolis Rocks. And after we've filled up with some water, I said, go ahead and push on, you guys. I don't want to hold you guys up. So I finished cameling up and taking care of all my water and back on the trail again. Let's do this. Okay, so beginning to understand what they say about Roxylvania. If it's anything like this, about the last mile, this is what I've been doing. And it's not fun. It sure slows you down. So, just wanted to give you a glimpse of these rocks. Yes, folks, that's the trail. Pretty disgusting, isn't it? You would think that they would be able to make the trail slightly off the hill. Sorry about the finger. So it was at least a little bit like that. But it's rocky as rocky can get. Over 4 miles, almost 5 miles. So I'm almost at my halfway point. And it's a little bit after 11 a.m. So I've been on the trail for 3 hours. 5 miles, not bad. Okay, finally a nice area without rocks. Still walking along a ridge. And through there, you can kind of see a view. Not much. But there is something over there. I think that's actually like Smithburg or something like that. I'm not sure. Good afternoon, everyone. I am going to be spending the night at Ensign Cowell Memorial Shelter. And the crew was just here making a brand new deck on it and moved the picnic table up. So I think I'm going to be taking off some shoes and some socks and feeling good. But this is a really nice shelter. You got some windows up there. I think that they probably need to put something over here, but that might be some sort of rain catch. I don't know. Maybe that's what the deck was. I'm not sure. We've got a top bunk, a bottom bunk. Getting up to the top bunk is just those. It's 4.9 miles to Raven Rock going north, and I knew that I couldn't make it that far. And so there I just signed the book. There is a broom and a dustpan. More windows up there. Beautiful log, good chinking. And nice picnic table. There's a beautiful rock wall going all the way around. And a nice fire ring. And if we come out here, we've got a nice bear hang. Down that trail is a privy. And just at the top up there is where the trail is. And I stopped and got some water at a creek. There's a bunch of blue, there's tent sites, tent pads on that side. I think there's some tent pads up there on that side as well. What I wanted to show you was this roof. It's a pretty nice roof. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. The trees all look good around here. Nice little place to sit down. Looks like they might have cut down that tree or maybe pulled it out of the way. But real nice. Good place to do a first night in a shelter. Home sweet home. Okay, so tonight is my first night in a shelter. It is the Ensign Cowl shelter. You can see back there, I already have my sleeping bag all set up. A little bit of cowboy camping inside there. So I met Happy today, and I also met Papa Bear. And just a minute ago, I met Kraus, I believe his name is. He's gonna be staying in one of the tent pads close to here. So I might have the shelter all to myself, which would be pretty cool. Finished up a little bit of that couscous and veggies from last night, and debating about whether or not to put on some shorts. I did take off. Kinsey. And see if you can get it in there. Okay, took off my shoes, socks. I do have a couple of hot spots. This one right here where I've got that toe cap. I did have some extra shoe liners, inserts in my shoes. So that might be some of the issue. Also got a hot spot right there. And when I wear these hiking boots, it's been doing that, but when I wear my shoes, they weren't doing it, so I'm not sure. It's good to stop early. I didn't really feel like pushing it. Up there it says 4.9 to the Raven Run, but on Gut Hooks it says 3.9. And it's less than 10 miles to the Mason-Dixon line. Not sure if I can make that tomorrow. We'll have to see. So I am going to get off of here for right now, and I'll check back with you later.